Ladies and gentlemen, I finally understand, gentlemen more specifically, I finally understand why it is so damn difficult to get rid of the quote-unquote bad bitch, right, in your life. This young lady is flirtatious. She's attentive when she needs to be, and let's call it for what it is. She's probably giving you the best bedroom interaction you've ever had in your entire life, or she damn near up there. And she keeps herself available to you, and it's just a lot going on. And because of that, a lot of men tend to overlook all the bad shit that she does, right? And the bad can be bad. But in the back of your mind, you like, I could justify it because the sex is that good. And that is very problematic, gentlemen. Because that's the damn near only reason that I think a guy would stay around in a toxic relationship, unless you just like that stuff, right? So I got a homeboy who's been telling me all the things that's going on between him and his situationship. They never really put a definition on a relationship, but if you're hooking up with somebody for an extended period of time, chances are she gonna probably think that y'all in a relationship, right? Even if you define that or not. So it's best to define it, right? And make sure you stand on it, because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it can get real sticky and real iffy if you do not. So apparently she thought they were a little bit more than what he thought they was, and then baby girl had already kind of became attached, and it became this little fatal attraction. Baby girl started doing some toxic shit, texting and calling all the time, leaving crazy voicemail messages. First of all, it started out with the "I miss you," "why you not talking to me," da-da-da-da-da. Then it started to elevate and escalate into violent interactions, like, "I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you next time." You get it. And he just ignored her, which was probably not the right thing to do. Again, who am I to say this ain't my relationship? But in his mind, he felt that the relationship and all of the issues and problems that they have can be resolved with sex. And to an extent, he was probably not wrong, because no sooner than they linked up again, all that energy seemed to like fade away. You see, all of that energy went to the background. So couple weeks later, I guess, transpire a couple days later, when he's not responding, or maybe he's doing something, or not responding quick enough, I would say that. Now all of a sudden we're back to the same type of conversation. "I love you, miss you more, you're not messing with me," to the violence. And in his mind, he's thinking, all I have to do is what we done before, and that's gonna always fix the problem. And that's not the case. And I told him, I said, "Pimpin', say you can't keep doing that," right? Because it's only gonna make the situation and the problem deeper than what it needs to be. But he's like, "I got this, man. I got this, man. I've been with her on and off for some months now, 6 months now, man. We locked in. She ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen, right?" The worst mistake he ever made was she knew where he lived at. So I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. But she found out about some things. She must have been stalking this man, I can almost guarantee, because she saw my man come home with another young lady, you see. And then it started out with a knock on the door, like, "Who the fuck in there? I know that bitch in there, da-da-da-da-da." He ain't answer the door, he playing dumb. Baby girl knows his car, right? Saw his car in the parking lot, so you can only imagine. You've heard her escalate in conversation, but you've never seen that action. But let's just say baby girl was on demon time this day. She didn't slash all 4 tires, just one. I don't know why. She slashed one and keyed the car. Like, I seen this shit, it was bad, pretty bad, but she slashed one. I don't know, maybe the hilt of the knife broke off, whatever she used. And now he come to me like, "Yo, Doc, man, girl crazy, man. She just that and the other, da-da-da-da." I said, "Yeah." I said, "What you gonna do to fix it? You gonna try to sleep with her again?" "Nah, man, I don't want that no more, man. I don't want that no more." A couple months go by. Not even a couple months, man. Let me stop. About a week or so go by. Y'all talking about, "Nah, man, I don't want that shit no more, man. I don't want that shit for that bitch, da-da-da-da. I'm dealing with this new girl." Guess who I see him with about a week later? The same toxic young lady. You see, I understand why it's so hard to quit it when They damn near provide you with everything that you need or everything that you want. But the problem is, gentlemen, I need you to listen close. This is coming from a man who may or may not know, who may or may not have these feelings before. Once you get everything that you want or everything that you need, let's just say that the only thing you were looking for was the intimacy, the bedroom interaction. You get that. And yes, it was good the first time. It was good the second time. Hell, third, fourth, fifth, 10th time, it was still pretty decent. But over time, if your whole relationship or whatever you establish is purely predicated on the intimacy aspect, that shit gonna get boring. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about, right? The flirting was cool in the beginning, but the flirting that y'all had was pretty much sexual flirtation, which kind of led to the bedroom interaction, which you finally got. Now that you got it, you don't want to fuck with it no more. And gentlemen, that's where we go wrong. That's where we go wrong, right? Now, I will go to my grave never saying shit like this, but you understand now why you got some young ladies that say men ain't shit. Right? They say that shit because that kind of how it pretty much played out. And you can almost put it to a T. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure baby girl wanted that too. I'm not saying that you was the only one in the relationship that wanted that intimacy or that interaction. But at the same time, when you try to quit it, but she don't want to be quitted, guess what? Problems arise. And that's when your car tires get slashed and your car gets keyed, and my all-time favorite, ladies and gentlemen, the bashing of the windows. Right? The excessive phone calls, the where you at, why you not talking to me, right? You find yourself to a fatal attraction that is far beyond the toxicity that you're actually ready for. So I understand why it's hard to quit them for two reasons. Maybe the sex is still fantastic, or baby girl won't let you go. So when I tell you to be careful with the types of women that you deal with, I need you to hear me. Luckily for me, thank God, I'm sure I probably dodged a couple of cases in the past, but I think that because of who I am and how I genuinely handle certain situations when I know that shit could get rough with who I'm dealing with, because maybe you dealing with a young lady that's had a checkered past, maybe she dealt with some stuff and you kind of know she may be dealing with some type of abandonment issues and stuff like that. See, me, I'm all for the psychology shit. Most people don't understand that, but I'm all about fucking with your mind. And if I know your mind, I know how to handle situations. Not necessarily in a manipulative manner, but sometimes in a manipulative manner. But I know how to handle certain situations with people that may be gentle or fragile. Like, I care about you, I need you to understand that. You know, I may not have all the time in the world that you would need me to have, but I promise you I'm gonna always be there when I need you to be there. Just, you know, work with me, love. I got my own thing I'm trying to take care. Look, motherfucker, I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna have that face-to-face conversation. Fuck ignoring you, because I already know what that leads to. I already know what the ignoring leads to. But at the same time, you can't quit them because A, they either ain't gonna let you quit them, B, it's just that good to you. But the time comes when you've done everything you possibly can from that bedroom to bedroom interaction that we've just previously speaked of. And then now you have to start making those hard decisions. Let's say you actually find somebody that you're, compatible with, right? Outside of just flirting, and y'all can have decent conversation. Maybe she's on, a certain type of topic that y'all could really lock in on and y'all find like common ground somewhere, right? Outside of the bedroom. You want to try to give this relationship a chance, but guess where you started? With the bad bitch over here. That just ain't gonna sit there and just let that shit slide and let a young lady take their place. Alright, there's a movie that I saw, and I'm not gonna mention it because I don't know why I went to go see it, but I know who was in it. I can't remember the name of it. If anybody knows, it was a Tyler Perry movie. Don't ask me why I went to go watch that. I couldn't tell you. But it had Taraji P. Henson in it, and she was this girlfriend to a guy that was pretty much crashing out, man, his whole life. But he creates this or invents this thing, right, that makes him millions and millions of dollars. But it happens after they break up, right? So he comes into his own after he breaks up, ends up giving Taraji P. Henson a buku amount of money, right, for being there and being down with him, but he's finally with somebody else. And then Taraji P. Henson goes on this fucking downward spiral, stalking him, being this crazy ex and type shit like that. And then the story gets a little crazy. They all end up dying. If I'm gonna fuck it up for you, it don't matter. They all end up dying on a boat. I don't remember how it happened, but he was on the yacht with his new boo thing, or the girl he married, or the one that was with him when he took off, and Taraji wasn't feeling it. Her character won't feel it, and it just becomes a whole thing, right? But anyways, that is the first thing that comes to mind when I think about the toxicity, right? She didn't want to let it go. She was there from the beginning. She was there from the grassroots. She was there to help build you up. She invested in you, and no amount of money that you gave to her for thanking her for investing in you could equate to the fact that she just could not be happy with the fact that you were dating somebody else. So again, can't let a bad bitch go because she ain't gonna let you go, or because you think it's too good, but at the same time you try to move on. They ain't gonna let you move on that easy. So I caution you, gentlemen, I think we've all had one in our past before. Be careful how you navigate, my friend, because this ain't gonna always be the easy road. All right, this ain't gonna be the easy road. You just thinking it's for fun, and you got somebody that's thinking it's for way more than that. And that's a scary thing, because you never know what a person is capable of until you push them to a point that they have to show you what they're capable of. And I don't want nothing to happen to you. So when I say I understand why you can't let a bad bitch go, it goes tenfold, baby. There are two reasons why I know. They ain't gonna let you, or you just think the sex is too good and it's gonna last forever. But I promise you, I don't care who it is. I don't care what girl it is, man. They all think that Lady Parts is gonna keep you around forever. Trust me when I tell you, that shit gonna get boring one day. All right, if it hasn't already got bored to you, man, it's gonna get boring one day. It's gonna be the same presentation, or it's gonna be a presentation you saw before, and then again you're just gonna start doing it because you just want to do it, and then it's gonna start to get a little bit deeper. Okay, I fuck with her because she's convenient, right? I mess with her because she's available. I'm telling you, man, be careful. Be careful. And that's all I wanted to say. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with this video, man. I appreciate y'all locking in, man. It's been a good doc. Stay safe in these streets, man. Like my man used to say, take care of yourself and each other, right? That's been a good doc, man. Time, effort, and energy, man. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed. Doc is out.